Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Looking deep for Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Being chased out left. They'll run it. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Las Vegas.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defense in front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Fame, with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson will throw again. Goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? So would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
Cannot get away, and down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Down back at the 38-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they, and they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Morton Anderson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's put...
Going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Anderson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Raiders 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Las Vegas.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. Big shot down. No. I guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They begin with a quick throw out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him. Love that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the night. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick is
And
good.
it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 21. Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
34-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Allen. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now here's another interception. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now Allen again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28, 11 yards there. First down. Allen's throw is complete. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, they set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So here we go, Charles. Third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They go play action, so they will look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good.
Anderson to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
9-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Tonight's finals, Washington 34.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT.
With that, we say good night from Las Vegas.
Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of...
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Anderson to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluded under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
About 3 yards there to the 27. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
A give to Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Vincent Jackson there to make the grab.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Titans 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught at the 7.
Pass.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pick on the 6 there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
This Washington 21, Titans 7. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Best in the game.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a
set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Tony Gonzalez. 57 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Vic goes play action. On the move to his left. Maybe he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, Vic. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that just...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return. Washington.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown to last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Washington.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Adams. This is intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Vick. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He's going to try and go deep again. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones.
Next pass, intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 38-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
11 yards there, 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Dancing to it, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. And you decide to throw the football. You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Vick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. His throw caught at about the 5. But he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Steps away to his left. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Vick. Forced out to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. 10.
You've got to love it, baby. Give us bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Morton Anderson.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Vick. Buying time to his left. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted. But he couldn't hang on, and it's third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick. With just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick. This is caught by Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Anderson to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
21. Vick operating on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jones. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
They'll run with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, Vick steps away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They set up the screen to Bo. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, we completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Washington, 14. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.